Hi folks, Kenny from ScotPhil here, and thanks again for tuning into my channel. On today's video I have some travel updates for both here and the Philippines, an update on the vaccine and virus situation, and a walkabout video from a trip to Glasgow last Saturday. Stay tuned for that and let's jump in! But before we get into all that, I just want to mention we had our first cruise ship visiting Dundee since the start of the pandemic. It's the Marella Explorer 2, which left Newcastle for a trip north as far as Shetland and called into Dundee on Wednesday on its way back south. You can see it here at Stannergate, which is the eastern end of the docks, and further on you can see Broughty Ferry Castle. On to travel. As of this Monday coming, travellers into the UK from the USA and most of the EU will not have to isolate but still need to take a test on day 2. There are some similar allowances for UK travellers going to the EU, but the USA has still to make its final decision. Currently, we're not allowed to travel there. The Philippines has made some changes to the green list there, but unfortunately it doesn't include us, as we are still on the red list, and the border is not yet open to tourists anyway. There is still no further news on any kind of electronic COVID pass or vaccine pass or whatever it will be called eventually here in the UK. But alongside the printout of my vaccine status that I showed on a previous video, I now have an official printed version direct from the NHS Scotland. That leads me onto the current vaccine situation here in Scotland. Over 3 million adults have had 2 jabs, with another 1 million having received a single jab. In total, that's about 75% of the adult population. Under 18s in certain categories are also being offered the vaccine, and I think that is going to roll out to many more in the coming months. There has also been some talk about a booster shot for those over 60, although nothing concrete yet. My guess is it might be something given similar to the yearly flu jab. Okay, on to the walkabout video from last Saturday and a day trip to Glasgow. 3 of us took the M9 Megabus from Dundee Seagate to Glasgow Buchanan Street. A trip of just over 1.5 hours. Here's an aerial shot of George Square. Top left is northwest where we walked to from the bus, and bottom right is the southeast at Brown's and Piper Bar. As you can see, the station in Glasgow has plenty of daylight and seems spacious and very clean. There's the Three Stooges! After a short walk, we start at the northwest of the square, at the new entrance to Queen Street, and then a walk down past statues to James Watt and Robert Peel. We then head along the southern side, but as you can see there are a lot of barriers everywhere, as the filming for the new Batman movie was still taking place, although we didn't see anything happening while we were there. That brings us to the southeast corner at South Frederick Street, where we went into Brown's for our first drinks, followed by a pint and a whisky, 12-year-old antiquary, in the Piper Bar. Our next call was in the Amsterdam Bar in Brunswick Street. A couple more there, and then we made our way back up to Brown's, where we had something to eat. My choice was their excellent steak pie. Everything done at a most leisurely pace, and followed by a walk back up to Buchanan Street to catch the bus back to Dundee. That was followed by a few more drinks at our usual city favourites, and that brought the day to a close. Not sure what's next. Maybe something closer, like St Andrews or Perth, for example. Who knows? It's as much a surprise to me as it is to you. Well, there we do. Don't forget to hit the like button for me, and for any new viewers, if you want to see some more, please consider subscribing too. Until next time, stay safe, stay well, see you soon, hopefully.